Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning into The Great Mother. My name is Artisha, and it's been a while since I've last did a video. Did a short, maybe a week ago. So a lot has changed, of course, and something's really on my heart to talk about that occurs all the time. We all do it. We all pretty much have done it, is doing it. And the question is, why do we continue to love unemotionally available people? Why do we do it? Why do we do it? What is being unemotionally available? What is it? And it is not being able to reciprocate the emotions that are given to you. And there's tons of human emotions that I could be speaking about. Liking someone, loving someone, being nurturing towards someone, being passionate towards someone, being committal towards somebody, being protective, being endearing, being a person of integrity, being honest with someone. These are things that we look for in relationships, whether they are family, friends, lovers. And so many of us are in relationships with unemotionally available people. So many of us experience unemotionally available people through our family. There are mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers and the like that are unemotionally available people, meaning either they don't want to reciprocate the emotion that you are giving and showing them, or they can't. Either way, reciprocity isn't being done. And when reciprocity isn't being shown in a relationship, it is a one-sided relationship and is extremely unbalanced and it's not healthy. And you end up loving people, taking care of people, making space for people in your heart that wouldn't dare make space for you. Whether they want to and they don't, or whether they just can't do it. Either way, you end up losing. Either way. Either way, you are the one that ends up depleted, tired, exhausted, drained, confused, numb, bitter, resentful. Shall I continue? Because you're continuing to be in a relationship with someone who is unemotionally available. And I'm going to say this, it's hard. Sometimes it's really, really hard to let go of people that you love, that you care for, that are unemotionally available. Why is that? Because you see what they need. You see where they hurt. You know what your love can do for them. You know what your nurturing spirit can do for them. But you also must have boundaries. And a lot of times, unemotionally available people come into our lives to teach us how to have boundaries in relationships. What type of boundaries should I have? What should my standards be? How should I enforce my boundaries once I make my decision as to what my boundaries are? I'm telling you, once you've experienced unemotionally available people, you will know what you want and what you don't want in relationships. And now I'm speaking about lovers, romantic relationships, friends. You will know what kind of friend you want and what kind of friend you don't want. Because experiencing unemotionally available people is rough. It's rough. It's hurtful. It's tiring. But it teaches you that you don't have enough self-worth. It teaches you something about yourself. Like, why are you continuing to give and be open to this person and this person isn't open to you? You see and you feel this person being non-reciprocal to you. You understand your love. You know what your love is. And you know when you're not getting that love back. You know when you're not getting that communication back. You know that when you are clearly communicating with somebody and you're open and you are wanting dialogue and they're shut down and they're closed in and they don't want to talk. Why do you continue to try to communicate with them? So let's rewind. Let's rewind and let me speak about a little bit about my experience with unemotionally available people. Now, my father, when I was growing up, was an unemotionally available person. Very few far in between would I experience any kind of loving emotion from him. But my dad was a great provider. Like, top notch, take care of his kids. Anything we need, he's right there. But baby, a hug and I love you. You know, come sit down and talk to me. You know, it either didn't happen or was far few in between. And being parented by someone who is unemotionally available or can't or who also hasn't learned to be emotionally available, and then you have a family that is also emotionally unavailable. So you have a parent and you have the family that he's tied to that are also unemotionally available. And then you are the starving child that needs the love, that craves the love. And so if you don't heal those parts of for me and for you, if you don't heal those parts of your childhood, of your upbringing, then you will seek out people that are also unemotionally available, because that is what you know. And that is what you have not healed from. So they will keep coming into your life until you learn the lesson, until you learn that type of person, until you learn their traits, until you learn their behavior, until you learn their non-actions, until you understand what a non-reciprocal relationship is. And then you'll start to learn, oh, these are the type of boundaries that I need to have, because I don't like being hurt like that no more. I don't like when I want to communicate and you're shut down. I don't like when I make a phone call and I want to have a conversation and it takes you a month to get back to me. I text you and there's no response at all. Do you deserve that? Do I deserve that? No. So why do you keep choosing those people? Because there's parts of you that you need to take care of, that you need to correct, so that you stop choosing those type of relationships. Here's another side to unemotionally available people. After my 10-year relationship ended, I became a unemotionally available person. And I did not see it. I didn't see it. I thought that I was just being free. And um doing me. Like, I'm out of a 10-year relationship and it's time to do me. And, I didn't want to commit to anybody. I didn't want to be in love with anybody. I didn't want any of that. And I started to attract the same thing that I was. And I started to see, like, okay, like, I don't like that. I don't like the numbness or the coldness of unemotionally available people, until I realized I was giving that out. I was giving out that very same type of energy. Shut down, numb, cold. Because I hadn't dealt with the hurtful experiences that I had in my 10-year relationship. I hadn't dealt with it. I hadn't sat with myself. I hadn't allowed myself to cry with how things just fell apart. And allow myself to grieve, 10 years of my life, Now, some people can get over somebody else real quick, no problem. Some people, it take time. Some people, they right in the middle, they right in between. But however much time you need, you should do it if you don't want to continue that cycle of what you've just experienced. Give yourself the grace to release. And it's a full moon tomorrow. It's a full moon tomorrow, y'all. So that energy of release is here, So what else can I say about unemotionally available people? It is also, these people have also experienced a lot of hurt. And it's not to say that we should give them a pass or we should stay in relationships with them. Because like I said, being with unemotionally available people is very unhealthy. It's so unbalanced. And you will always be wanting more, and they can't give you more. That is the truth. They can't give you what they don't have. If someone doesn't have the capacity to love like you do, stop expecting it. And let them be where they are. Don't become bitter and resentful because you keep wanting something from someone that cannot give it to you. Whether they can, or they simply can't. Some people just have a dysfunction when it comes to loving properly. And that's also because they haven't done the work. Some people just don't want to heal. Some people are comfortable where they are. And that's okay. You got to be okay with saying that's okay. But if you are the emotionally available person, like I am today, I am emotionally available now. I am. I'm ready for love. I'm ready to walk in love with someone. I'm ready to, be in divine partnership with someone. Today I am. Today. Which means that I need to always hold myself accountable with my boundaries and hold myself accountable with enforcing my boundaries, because I don't want to cycle back into being with unemotionally available people. So that's not what I deserve. She know that. She know that. That's not what she deserves, honey. She deserves that ooey gooey lovey. I love you too. You know what I'm saying? The return of the texts and calls and just living life with somebody and just being in a divine space with somebody. You gotta know what you deserve before you start asking for it. You have to know that you deserve it, and you have to also align yourself with that energy of what you deserve. Because like I said, when I was in the energy of being unemotionally available, that's what I wanted. Obviously, because that's what I was, and that's what I got. I had friends that were unemotionally available, lovers that came, potential lovers that wanted to, whatever, and were unemotionally available. And it wasn't until that behavior was reflected back to me continuously, and I didn't like the feelings of it, like, that hurt, like, and that's when I decided I wanted to make the change. That's when I decided that, I needed to continue to do shadow work and dig within me and see where it all started, where it all began, and how do I uproot this energy of being unemotionally available. Now, I am in process. I am living life saying that I am emotionally available, right? Yes. And there will be challenges. There will be. I expect it. And so in order to prepare for these challenges, I have boundaries. I have standards. And I know how to clearly communicate. And I know what it looks like. I know what the behavior looks like of an unemotionally available person. I know what the energy feels like. So therefore, I'm not going to lie to myself, and I'm going to trust my intuition. As soon as I get a whiff of that energy, nope, not today, not ever, not no more. Don't entertain it, y'all. Don't even entertain it. And I know it's hard because I'm just assuming that if you like me, you love hard, and you just love love. You love love. Love feels good. Love feels great. Especially your love. Like my love feels amazing. So I want my amazing love returned back to me. So I had to stop expecting amazing love from unemotionally available people. Like logically, it doesn't work. It does not work even logically. They can only give what they have. And that's if they want to give it, because some don't. And you can't fight and force people to love you, to like you, to communicate with you, to be in commitment with you, okay? Want everything else, but no commitment. You can't make somebody want to be with you. You be with yourself. You commit to yourself. You be in the energy of committing to yourself. And that will draw in people that will love you, that want you, that desire you, that want you to always be in their life. Trust. Enjoy your Friday. Happy weekend. And please utilize this full moon energy this weekend. I love you all. Bye-bye.